Our next comic comes to you all the way from the UK. He spent this entire month touring all around the Midwest and the South and doing shows all over. He has a special on Amazon Prime, and this is his last show before he's going back to the UK because, ladies and gentlemen, he is being deported. Let me tell put your hands together for Sam Rhodes.
What's this about limits? Sorry, I don't know none. What's this about some TV limit? Sorry, I can't hear none. You can take a little cruise down the river of booze.
Good evening, ladies and gents. Yes, the accent is real. I look forward to you all doing it back at me when I'm finished today, because that seems to be what you guys like to do. I love coming to America. America is my favorite place in the world, and I love coming to America because I confuse the Americans. Because to you guys, I sound like Hugh Grant, right? But I look like I should be operating a carnival ride. I love coming to America because I get to learn what it must be like to be a beautiful woman. Because everywhere I go, people want to do things for me, yeah? And I completely take advantage of this. What I do, before I walk into any shop, I really C-3PO it up. I go, "Oh, excuse me. I was wondering if you could help me at all." And the woman in the shop goes, "Oh, gee, I sure hope I can." I love it. Completely take advantage. I was doing a show here a couple of months ago, and a woman at the end of the show came up to me and said, "Sam, I just want to let you know that you can have sex with me if you want, as long as I don't have to look at you." Gotta be honest, ladies and gents, best sex I've ever had. Unbelievable. Great. Someone noticed my lovely sports jumper. My lovely sports jumper. I wear the sports jumper because I'm trying to look like an American. You know, I want to fit in with you guys. But I have some bad news for you. Not only do I not know what team this is, I don't even know what sport they play. I bought it because it has a little man on it, and he looks a little bit like me. And I just assume you support the sports team with the mascot that looks most like you. It's got a man's name on the back. No idea who it is, I don't know. But I know what American sports personalities are like. So I'm just hoping he's not a sex pest. Because that's very much not the vibe I'm going for. You there, sir, have you ever paid for sex? No? Good, good. I'm very pleased to say, ladies and gents, I have never paid for sex. Yes. Whoa. I've never paid for sex, but that has upset a lot of the prostitutes. I love America because you guys react to things very differently to back home. I was doing a show the other day and the host was very, very drunk, this lady. Beautiful young lady, very drunk. And she was in a very tight little black dress. And somehow there was a big white powder stain that went all the way from her knee right up her arse crack. Everyone could see it, very obvious. Now in England, if a woman spotted a woman in this predicament, she'd take her aside, wouldn't she? And she'd say, "Excuse me, madam, I just want to let you know that you appear to have disgraced yourself." And then that woman would have to move out of the town that she lived in, out of sheer embarrassment, right? She'd have to go and live on a cliff overlooking the sea. And everyone in the local town would say, "Did you hear? Did you hear the rumor of the cocaine-arsed woman?" But in America, that's not how you do it, is it? No. No. In America, one of the other women on the bill just went, "Hey! You got some cocaine on your ass!" And then the woman just went, "Woo!" Just went about her business. Amazing. I love America because you have a good equal opportunities hiring policy here in America, don't you? A good equal opportunities hiring policy. Because a couple of presidents ago, you had a black guy, didn't you? Yeah. And the last two presidents have had special needs. Not a big fan of that Donald Trump, but I'll tell you what, he's got a good arse on him, hasn't he? Big old arse on Donald Trump. Have you seen that? Seen the picture of him playing tennis? Whoa. You call that junk in the trunk, don't you? We call that a floof in the boot. He's giving it some. He's got a big arse on him. Not a lot of people know that the J in the middle of his name actually stands for juicy. The accent's nice, but I am an idiot, ladies and gents. Don't let me fool you. Don't let me trick you, because I am 37 years old, and this year I started smoking. Boom. Yes. 37 years old, I started smoking, and everyone says to you, "Don't smoke, it's bad for you. Don't smoke, you're going to get ill," right? But what no one tells you is that smoking is absolutely magnificent. Smoking is the best. I think everyone should smoke. Do you smoke, madam? No, get on it. It's brilliant. It's really good. Because it makes you look cool, doesn't it? That's number one. Makes you look cool, yeah? Makes you smell good, doesn't it? Yeah? Tastes good, doesn't it? Once you've burnt your taste buds off enough. It's amazing. And for how I look, I have lived a surprisingly clean life, right? And I've decided I've been missing out, right? I waited 20 years to start smoking, so I've decided every 20 years, I'm going to get a new terrible habit. So 37, I've started smoking. 57, I'm going to get into them rave drugs, yeah? Going to be out at the club on MDMA. Living it up. Never going to do cocaine, though, madam. Don't ask me. Don't offer it me. I'm never going to do cocaine. Never going to do cocaine, and I'll tell you for why. Because I've always said there's two things in this world where if I get into them, I'm going to like it so much I'll never get out, right? One is cocaine, and the other is World of Warcraft. Keep that shit away, too addictive. So 55, I'll be on the rave drugs. 77, I'm really going to take the plunge, aren't I? At 77, I'm going to get into that fucking heroin. Going to be doing heroin. 77 years old, I'm going to be the coolest old guy at the old people's home, just like this guy is. I'm going to... My grandkids will come for a visit, and they'll ask the lady who works at the old people's home, "Where's Grandad Sam?" That's what they'll say, "Where's Grandad Sam?" And the people who work in the old people's home will say, "We don't know." We went in his room to try and find him. All his furniture was missing. Because I've sold it for drugs, haven't I? I've sold it for drugs. And I'll tell you what, if smoking is this good, just imagine how good heroin is, madam. I'll bet heroin, chef's kiss, I'll bet heroin is wonderful, all right? I'll tell you how good heroin is. Heroin is better, isn't it? Heroin is better than living in a house or having teeth. It's got to be good. I'm sadly nearly out of time already, ladies and gents. Oh. Yeah. Don't sound too sad. It's all right. So I'm going to leave you with this joke. I was out in Chicago fairly recently, wasn't I? I was out in Chicago, and I was walking down the street, and I'd heard Chicago's a violent city, right? And I was walking down the street, and I just heard, "Wait!" So I stuck my hands up like that. Don't kill me. Turns out it's just a fucking crossing sign, isn't it? Unbelievable. I saw a homeless guy while I was walking about. I don't know what you're thinking, sir. No, it wasn't me. It was a different man. Saw a homeless guy and he had a little sign. And his sign said, "Today, it's me. But tomorrow, it could be you." So I looked at him, I looked at his sign, and I looked at the $5 note I was gonna give him. And I put it back in my pocket. Because I thought, today it's him. But tomorrow it could be me. I better start saving. Ladies and gents, I'm going to do something slightly unprofessional right now. I know you heard this is the last date on my tour. It's an absolute delight to play for you, and I'd just like to take a little photo with you all, if that's all right. Stand up and put your hands in the air, guys. Let's go for it. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. It's the Laugh Factory. It's a big deal. Right. Okay, great. Ladies and gents, my name has been Sam Rhodes. You've been an absolute delight. Find me at the end and buy me a drink. Thank you. See you again.